Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating legal battle brewing between a music legend's legacy and one of the world's biggest brands. The estate of the iconic Man in Black, Johnny Cash, has filed a lawsuit against Coca-Cola, and the details are pretty surprising. So, what's this all about? The lawsuit, filed in Nashville, claims that Coca-Cola used a soundalike singer in one of their recent commercials, intentionally mimicking Johnny Cash's unmistakable, deep, resonant voice. The ad in question is called "Fan Work is Thirsty Work," and it started airing during college football games back in August. If you've seen it, you might have done a double take. The backing music features a singer who sounds, as the lawsuit puts it, remarkably like Johnny Cash. Now, this is where it gets interesting from a legal standpoint. The Cash estate argues that by using an impersonator, Coca-Cola is essentially tricking consumers into believing that Johnny Cash, or at least his estate, has endorsed their product. They're not just pulling this out of thin air. The complaint actually points to social media comments from people who watched the ad and immediately made the connection, saying things like, "Is that a Johnny Cash song?" or "That voice sounds just like Johnny Cash." The core of the legal argument rests on something called the right of publicity. In Tennessee, where the lawsuit was filed, this law protects a person's name, image, and likeness and, importantly, their voice from being used for commercial purposes without their permission. The estate's lawyers are making it clear Coca-Cola wanted the cool factor and gritty authenticity that comes with Johnny Cash's voice, but they allegedly never asked for a license or offered to pay for it. The lawsuit states, despite capitalizing on the intrinsic value of Johnny Cash's legendary voice, Coca-Cola never even bothered to ask the trust for a license. This isn't the first time we've seen a case like this. The lawsuit actually references a famous legal precedent from 1988, involving another legendary performer, Bette Midler. She sued Ford Motor Company after they hired one of her former backup singers to imitate her voice for a commercial when she refused to do it herself. Midler won that case, with the court ruling that a singer's voice is as distinct and protected as their face. It set a powerful precedent that you, just copy a famous voice for an ad and get away with it. The Cash estate is clearly hoping for a similar outcome here. Think about it. A voice like Johnny Cash's isn't just a sound, it's a brand in itself. It carries a weight of history, rebellion, and raw emotion. When you hear it, you feel something. It's that feeling, that connection, that advertisers want to borrow. But the law says you have to get permission first. The estate argues that by using a sound like Coke is trying to get all the benefits of a Johnny Cash endorsement without respecting his legacy or compensating his estate. So, what does the Cash estate want? They're asking the court for two main things. First, an injunction, which is a court order that would force Coca-Cola to immediately stop running the commercial. Second, they're seeking monetary damages. The exact amount hasn't been specified, but given the global reach of a brand like Coca-Cola and the legendary status of Johnny Cash, it could be a very significant number. As of now, Coca-Cola hasn't publicly responded to the lawsuit, so we're still waiting to hear their side of the story. Will they argue that the voice is just similar and not an intentional imitation? Or will they try to settle this out of court? It's a classic David versus Goliath story, but in this version, David is the enduring legacy of one of music's greatest icons. This case will be a major test of how far the protection of a celebrity's voice goes in the modern advertising world. It really makes you think about the value of an artist's identity. It's more than just their songs. It's their voice, their style, their entire persona. And this lawsuit is a powerful reminder that that identity is worth protecting, even long after the artist is gone. We'll be keeping a close eye on this one as it develops. What do you think? Did you see the ad, and did you think it was Johnny Cash? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. See you next time.